Okay, so hear me out. It's Sunday night and you're sitting in your living room in your recliner and you're eating all of the ice cream and your popcorn and all your favorite snacks because today is the last day that you're going to eat this garbage because tomorrow is Monday. And Monday's a special day because on Monday, you're going to give up everything. You're going to start that diet and you're going to eat only salads and you're just going to go to the gym and you're only going to drink the water. And you're not going to give up this time because it is Monday, right? Only to find yourself Monday night, maybe Tuesday, perhaps Wednesday, giving in to the pizza and the junk food and all the treats again. And you find yourself in this vicious cycle of feeling defeated once again. Does that sound familiar to you? That is my life through and through and through. And I'm here to talk about my experiences with this mindset and why it never really worked for me and why it may not be working for you either. But if we know this already, then why? Why do we continue to set a Monday start date or the first of the month start date or even the bigger one, the first of the year? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we keep falling into this Monday diet trap? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But let's break it down. Well, happy Monday. Glad you're here with me today. Today being Monday made me think of a new start, and it often does. And I can tell you that for years of my life that I have been overweight, I have been stuck in this Monday start date mentality. If it wasn't Monday, it was the first of the month. And if it wasn't the first of the month, I can guarantee you it was the new year. Always going to this, always starting my diets on the new year. Does that sound familiar? That is so me. And I don't know if it's that way for you, but it's definitely the life I have lived and been plagued with for years. So I encourage you to look into some psychological studies on why we have this pattern of behavior and why we do it. There's this study, and it is by Katie Milkman, and it shows how the temporal landmarks, like Mondays or the first of the month or the first of the year, and it tells you how they create this motivation, but also this unrealistic optimism, and how we can fall victim to this, and how we're just kind of setting ourselves up for failure. And in part, it comes with this thinking of all in or all or nothing, and you can't make a mistake. And it's like, it's the dieter's telltale fail of all time, right? We set these huge goals and these huge expectations for ourselves, and we don't allow ourselves any grace, any leeway to make a mistake. And so it's kind of like when somebody is on, they're sticking to their diet and they have a piece of cake at a birthday party, or they have a donut, or they ate a meal perhaps that wasn't on plan. Say we're trying to watch carbs and we went out for Chinese and we had an egg roll or something like that. Then you think, well, I already messed up. Might as well just give up. And then you start eating, and then you find yourself in this vicious cycle where, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you're like, well, I already wasted yesterday, so I might as well just eat this today too. And then you go back into the I'll just start Monday mentality. And it's always this Monday. You get at least 4 of those a month usually. And so 4 times a month, if not, plus then the first of the month, you have 5 times that you're trying and failing every single month. And if that sounds like you, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. But that all-in mentality is truly what's hindering you from growing and being able to stick with this plan. It reminds me, when I think about that, it reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever watched The Biggest Loser, but it was one of my favorite shows back in the day because I'd always dreamed of losing weight. I'd always dreamed of one day being thin and running with my family, or going on vacation and not being embarrassed to be in a bathing suit, or whatever the case may be. But I loved Bob, the trainer, on that show. Truly amazing. He had a heart of gold, and you could show him and Jillian. I love them both, honestly. They had a heart of compassion for those contestants. Now, I know there's controversy over that show, and they certainly were the all or nothing mentality, and unrealistic expectations. But one thing he said to one of the contestants the one day, and it really stuck with me and I've used it ever since, was, when you fail on a diet, think of it this way. He said, when you fall down, do you just lay on the ground and say, there's no point getting back up? I fell down. That's it. I'm done. And just lay there for the rest of your life? No, you don't. You get up and you keep doing whatever you're doing. You kind of laugh it off and you go on about your day. Unless, of course, you're severely injured, but that's a whole other story for a different day. So, but with that mindset, he said, it's no different in dieting. If you have a hiccup or you make a mistake or you take a bite of something, don't just throw it all away. Don't just throw away all your hard work, which I've done many times. He said, you keep on going. You pick up where you left off and you keep on trucking. You have the egg roll, eat good on plan the rest of the time. You have that piece of cake, have a smaller piece of cake, and just try to go on and eat grilled chicken or whatever you can throughout the day. And make sure you get a couple extra steps and something to help kind of counteract what you ate in a way, right? And I always thought that was really, really a good mindset. So some of the things that kind of don't help us in our Monday mentality and things we can do to like help us progress. So some of the things that are really working against us would be like those weekend indulgences. So we're going to have like, sometimes you have this plan and you're going to indulge immensely over the week. Like you're just a free for all. And some people have the ability to reel themselves back in come Monday and they did the weekend and they're okay and they're fine. Other people, if you're like me, if I spend a whole weekend indulging, Monday's going to be hard to reel me back in. And it's kind of like when you take that Monday after a weekend like that, it's a harsh reset. It's like an abrupt stop. And yeah, usually when you do overindulge in the weekends or whenever you do, you feel guilt and you feel shame and you just eat your emotions. Okay. I do anyway. I'm speaking about me here. When I say you, that's me. I'm you. So that's what happens. So some little steps here I want to talk to you about that we can get rid of that Monday trap mentality that will help you to be successful and what has helped me. I can say that this go around, I picked a different day. So I'm going to start with that. Pick a different day. It doesn't have to be Monday. It doesn't have to be the first of the year or the first of the month. Pick a different day. I, oddly enough, started my diet. I actually officially started my diet on a Thursday. Totally out of character for me, but it was something different. Pick a different day. I feel like there's a stigma with the first and these high expectations with those days. I picked a Thursday and I'm glad that I did. It's odd. It's odd to have a Thursday. I like to have a Monday or even a Saturday because the longer I sleep in and all of that, the scale usually moves a little bit more for me. So I feel better about my progress, but I still weigh myself on Saturday, even if it's not my start day. So pick a different day. I did Thursday. Meal prep. You want to plan in advance. You want to be able to have your meals ready. Pick a day during the week, Saturday, Sunday, whatever you need, depending on your work schedule. Pick a day to meal prep. Go shop for those foods that you're going to eat. Rid your house of the junk you don't need in there. Get rid of the candy stash. Get rid of the random candy bar in your purse or the armrest of your car, whatever there might be. Get rid of those. Replace your refrigerator and your cabinets with good, whole, nutritious foods that are going to help you be successful. Buy yourself the Tupperware to store your food in so that you can transport it to work or school or whatever the case may be, or even at home. You want to have things ready, easy to grab, quick, so you don't have to go to the cheap meals that are quick and easy and leave you feeling like garbage and back into the ball of failure. Another thing is to create a plan for what to do if your schedule changes. So I have been in a predicament where I was running over at work, or I forgot my food at home, or I was gone longer than I expected somewhere and I didn't have enough of the foods that I wanted. Create yourself a cheat sheet list. You can put it in your phone, you can keep it in your purse, wherever you want. A cheat sheet list of nutritious foods that you can get that are fast food. That could be snacks, that could be whole meals, whatever works for you that's within your diet plan. A couple things I run to. I know where my Sheetz gas stations are because I know that I can go to Sheetz and I can get hard-boiled eggs, I can get beef jerky, I can get pickles, which I love, no calories. I can get cheese. I can get vegetables. They have like the celery sticks and the carrot sticks. You can get salads. You can get a fresh made salad at Sheetz. They have the restaurant area where I've gotten myself a no bun grilled chicken sandwich and a salad, and it's so good. I get avocado on it, sometimes bacon, depending on my calories for that day. But it has a lot of options. I know I can get a bottle of water there. Also, I can get, if I'm not wanting to eat all those things, I can get like a Core Power protein shake or whatever I need. So knowing where the Sheetz gas stations are is phenomenal for me. Or any gas station that you know of wherever you live in the country that would have those types of things. Another thing that works for me is knowing some menus. So around the corner from my work is a Chick-fil-A, and I can get 12 grilled nuggets and a diet lemonade and a crunchy kale salad. Those are my go-tos. Love it. Chipotle, another thing. While you can pack on the calories with Chipotle, you can be really conscientious about those calories too. So I always try and find like a Chipotle. I've also looked up calories for, say, a cheeseburger versus chicken nuggets or whatever the case may be. I think Taco Bell has the Cantina Bowls. I got one of those the other day for the first time, and I got no rice. You can get no ranch. Really not bad on calories. You can get double chicken for the extra protein. So there are options out there for fast food. But if you don't know what your options are, you will set yourself up for failure. You'll end up binging and you'll go back into that repetitive, I'll just start Monday trap. Okay? So those are just a couple of things. Another thing is don't binge before your start day. That is always the biggest problem. Not only does it become an abrupt stop, you immediately are like, oh gosh, this hurts because I'm done. I'm not eating these things anymore. And it is a lot to take on. I went from cheeseburgers and pizza and ice cream to a plain piece of grilled chicken with no sauces and steamed vegetables or whatever we're eating, right? Even the foods that we season up nice sometimes don't taste good or feel pleasurable because we've overloaded our body with fake chemicals and preservatives and all that jazzy stuff that's meant to entice us and keep us addicted. So don't binge. The way I did it when I started on my Thursday start date was I took my shot on Thursday, and yes, that certainly helps crave your cravings and it helps to stop those. But the days leading up to my start day, I slowly started eliminating junk. So on, say, Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I started just getting rid of the things that I don't like, trying to eat higher protein, making sure I was more hydrated, preparing my body for the change that's going to take place. So it is kind of gradual and it's not so quick and such a big stop that I end up failing because I am not even finding the food pleasurable. So take it slow leading up to your intended start date. The binging does not do us any good. It sets us up for failure. Another thing, make small, obtainable goals. We want to lose weight quick. We are. We're just humans, and that's what we want. Not we are. We do. Correction. Anyway, we do. We want to see the results fast because we are in like this fast food mentality where we get everything now. It's instant gratification everywhere right now. And we really struggle when things don't move quickly for us. But remember, these pounds didn't come on overnight and they are going to take time. So making sure we have small, obtainable goals. I can't tell you how many times I've burned my own bridge saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, going from sedentary to I'm going to do 10,000 steps every single day of the week. I'm going to eat strict and stay under 20 carbs and all these things. Slowly move those things gradually. I want to, instead of I want to lose 15 pounds, in 2 weeks or a week, I want to lose at least 2 pounds a week or 1 to 2 pounds, which is good depending on what weight you are. I'm morbidly obese when I started this, so 1 to 2 pounds is certainly obtainable. Making those small obtainable goals so that you don't feel like you failed. And if you fall short, don't scrutinize yourself for it. Reevaluate where you went wrong and work to do it better the next time. The last thing I have to say is don't take these drastic steps to lose weight, these fad diets like the egg diet and all these other things. Now, I'm not saying you won't lose weight on those things, but I can say that they aren't they aren't stable for long-term use. There's no way someone could live on some of these diets for an extended period and be healthy. And it could cause more damage than good. And it could also leave you to wanting to binge and put you at a higher risk. Making sure you're eating good, nutritious foods that keep you satiated and keep you full and keep you coming back and working at it. Because when you keep coming back and working at it and you see those results, even if they're slower, you see that scale going down, you see that consistency, it gives you confidence, and it revamps your brain. It helps you to realize what you're doing is good and that you can obtain this and that you can do this. I can tell you that there are times, and this week, for instance, I didn't take my shot after 1 week because I wanted to push myself. I wanted to make myself stick to this diet. I don't want it just to be the shot. I want to work at this shot. And I've talked with my provider, and my provider is on board and said that it's okay. But those are things we have to do. We have to give ourselves these tests. We have to do small, obtainable goals. I still will take my shot, but I've taken a few days between every now and then to remind myself that I need to be able to do this because I'm not going to be on this shot forever. That's not my intention. So, making sure we have those small, obtainable goals so that we aren't setting ourselves up for failure and not getting on the train of the fad diets to lose weight quick. Okay? And I just want to remind you before I close, first of all, like and subscribe if you're interested in this content. Please leave a comment. I would love to talk with you. Obviously, I'm talking in front of a camera, so I like to chat. But I'd love to interact with you and on your journey and your struggles and any insight, anything that you think I could improve on, I would value. So welcome to the channel again. Thanks for coming around. I just want to leave on this note is that you don't need a perfect Monday to change your life. You just need one small step and one small step after that. Start today, continue tomorrow. Okay? So stick with it. Don't lose heart. We've got this. It's a new day every day. It's a new hour every hour. We're going to pick ourselves up off that floor. We're going to stick with it. We're going to make healthy choices. We're going to pick snacks like this sugar-free root beer and carb-smart ice cream that I'm munching on to keep me from indulging in high-calorie desserts that are going to do me a disservice. So, thanks for coming along and hanging out with me again today. I will see you on the next video.